Today we're going to talk about aborted entoloma, or popularly referred to as shrimp of the woods. Other names include ground prune and hunter's heart. Today, we're going to talk about where to find them, why you'd want to, and what to do with them once you find them. The aborted entoloma looks like a mushroom masquerading as a powdered donut. The only thing they have in common, though, is they're both edible. This mushroom is the result of a parasitic relationship between the entoloma mushroom and the honey mushroom, or more specifically, the Gallica species. There's surprisingly little research on aborted entoloma. However, the thinking was recently reversed that it is an entoloma that parasitizes the honey. I remember the first time I stumbled upon the entoloma abortivum. I thought someone had had a picnic out in the woods and just left garbage on the ground. The ground was absolutely covered in entolomas with their clay-colored cap intermixed with the shrimps that looked like little styrofoam balls scattered around. It just looked like a total mess. And then I realized, nope, this is a bunch of mushrooms. This is mushroom madness. While the unaborted entoloma is edible, it's not recommended for eating because another member of the family, Entoloma sinuatum, which also goes by many other aliases, including the livid entoloma, the livid agaric, and the livid pinkgill, leaden entoloma, and lead poisoner. But when a mushroom has names that make it sound like a hired muscle, I'd be careful. All that's to say, it's poisonous. It's responsible for about 10% of all mushroom poisonings. It most likely won't put you in eternal sleep like Big Livid Bruiser, but it does cause severe diarrhea, vomiting, and headache. And it comes on pretty quickly and can have lasting consequences as it tends to bioaccumulate heavy metals, which is why it's also called lead poisoner. So, stick with the safe choice, the powdered donut-looking alien mushroom. Now, they only appear in fall and peak in October in decaying hardwood forests. These mushrooms have tons of nooks and crannies and grow against the ground and can be extremely dirty. So unless you like the taste of cow pie in your mouth, clean them off the best you can in the field. Cut the dirty stem off so it's not rolling around in the dirt in your bag or your basket or whatever. Then when you get home, just give them a rinse, or you can brush them off with a foraging brush. So is all this bother worth it? Personally, they don't thrill me. Most people do like to bread them and fry them like popcorn shrimp, and they cook up with the texture of shrimp. They don't have much flavor, so they're more of like a vehicle for the breading and the sauce. I also just dry sauteed them with some salt and pepper and finished with a light coating of olive oil. On their own, they have a slightly sweet and nutty flavor. It's not bad. They have a subtle mushroom funk that is really specific to the shrimp of the woods. You're only gonna know what I'm talking about when you try them. Cooked this way, they kind of remind me more of a steamed cauliflower than a shrimp. One other thing to note, when you cut them open, they can often have these brownish, pinkish splotches. This is not them going bad, this is not them rotting, it's just remnants of its previous form.
And I'm not the man I once was.
From a medical perspective, there isn't much to say. I've searched medical journals and research outlets. There doesn't seem to be any research on the aborted entoloma. If you know of any, please post it in the comments. While I don't think anyone's gonna win MasterChef competitions, they are fun to find and a novelty to eat. So when you're out there on the hunt, just remember one thing. Foraging is free. Bon appetit. It's good. The texture is interesting. The flavor is mostly coming from the breading and the sauce. Would I eat it again? Yes. If I was on a desert island and I could only have one mushroom, would this be the one? Probably not.